and welcome to your episode 25 summary before you dive right in. So on this week's episode, we talk about some more bird trauma, we talk about bruising, we talk about weddings, we talk about master keys. How do all of these things intertwine? Who knows? That's the point of Brains Unpicked. And then we have Rose, who goes into our little book of something, and we go into some more Norse mythology, and we talk about ska. I can't remember her name, so you're going to have to go watch it to find out, because all I remember was ska, bari bat bat baru bat bat.
Rosen's away, overthink, ask you questions, leave you on the brink. What's the point of existence? Welcome back to Brains Unpicked.
Hello, welcome back to Brains Unpicked. I'm Rose.
I'm Zoe.
And we are two 20-something-year-olds who are just...
Done in.
Done in, and, you know, don't know what it's all about. And you guys like to hear us talk about how much we don't know what it's all about.
And even if you don't like it, we're doing it anyway.
Yeah. So join us for another episode 25.
That's oh my god, we're a quarter of a century of episodes.
We're about to have a quarter life crisis.
Oh, yay!
Watch us crash out. How have you been, Swag?
Aye, alright. Do you know what? Things are thinging.
That's always good.
And that's all you can ask for. They're ticking on by, but I have been minorly, somewhat inconvenienced by a lot of things, so we just crack on.
Yeah,
right, so I think that I must be a crime fighting ninja at night that I don't know about.
Yes.
Because why am I covered in bruises? I don't know how they got there.
Genuinely, every couple of days you're like, what is this strange new bruise?
So you might not be able to see this, right? On my arm alone, I have a line of bruises from my elbow up to about, maybe my bicep?
Yeah.
And it's a row of 4. No idea how they got there. I have a massive bruise on between my shin and my knee. No idea how it got there. I have lots of little tiny bruises all down my legs.
Oh, that is a dark one as well.
Yeah, you won't be able to see it, but it's bad. Yep, lots of little tiny bruises around my knees, bruises on my shin. I had a bruise up on my other side of my arm on my bicep as well. I think I must be fighting people at night and I just don't know. And maybe that's why I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Is because actually I have an alter ego that I don't even know about.
Yeah.
And it's getting in the way.
You were in Fight Club.
Yeah, and I'm being inconvened by my Fight Club alter ego that I don't know about, because everyone's like, you're like really bruised. And I'm like, I don't know what. I woke up now, to be fair, one of the bruises is because I need a wall. In my sleep, because it woke me up because I need the wall.
Yeah.
Because I sleep next to the wall. I think I just like to be carried in. So some of those bruises explainable, but the rest of them are not. And I'm just like, sorry, everyone, I am fine.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening apart from the fact that I think I'm crime fighting and I just don't know about it.
I have previously thought that it is Astrid, your cat, who is beating knocking 7 shades of shit out of you. Like, some of the bruises are like very
tiny.
like it could be a paw, like she's just digging in with all her might.
And that's only the bruises that I can see. There's probably bruises I don't know about. Yeah. So I'm minorly inconvened by the amount of bruises.
That is inconvenient. And do you poke a bruise? Can you
Yes. No, I can't.
I love a bruise. Yeah, there's nothing better. But then it's just going to make all the bruises worse.
Yeah, no. And do you know what it is, right, as well? Because some of the bruises are also... My thing is, I don't realise when I walk into things, so I think I bruise a lot because I walk into things and I don't really realise and I don't know, But also things happen, like I get blackout drunk at friends' birthday parties and then wake up the next morning covered in bruises and go, how did that happen? And everyone's like, I don't know how that happened. You barely moved. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then you find out things like you were trying to fight people and they were giving you dead arms and you're like, oh, that's why you're maybe bruised there. And you don't remember that happened. So that doesn't help.
No, I don't imagine that would help. No. Yeah.
So who knows? Am I crime fighting? Am I just getting blackout drunk and I don't know it? Hard to tell. Jury's out.
My interpretation of this is you're somehow going out and crime fighting, right? And when you come back in, Astrid's raging that you've left her, and she's like, you know that clip of the dog, that film? Oh, I can't remember the name of the film. But we'll see if we can find it. It's like a dog that the pet catcher comes to get or something, and it runs away and it turns around and they have this dog punch the guy, but it's very obviously just a man in a dog suit stands up, punches him and then runs
So that's what the cat's doing.
That's what I imagine. Yeah.
So I'm minorly inconvenienced that the state of my body.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's happening? I'm not doing anything.
You're just like, can a girl
I'm a relatively lazy girl, and I have seen things about people going like, girls do just bruise easy, but I'm like, it's to the point where people are bringing it up to me.
But like, I often will come across a bruise that I'm like, oh, I don't know where that came from, but like
on my hands as well.
Not to the degree that you do. Like, it's every couple of days.
And I think, like, I also highlight when I discover them because there's normally someone there when I've found it. I'm like, oh, that's new. And they're like, what? How did you not know? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. No.
So,
this is fair.
Conclusion is I'm fighting people in my sleep.
Cue night fishing camera. Yeah. Well, yeah, that I could see how that would minorly inconvenience you. Yeah.
So I don't want to give anyone the wrong idea, but I'm just covered in bruises. Have you been minorly inconvenienced?
Yes, but the minor inconvenience has triggered a series of events.
Again?
Yeah.
So it's like the trainer all over again.
I can't go back there. It needs to stop today. So basically, as you all know, Zoe and I were collectively very traumatized last time by the pigeon.
Oh, R.I.P. that pigeon.
Yeah, there has since been another bird trauma for me. So the other day I was just sitting in my living room and someone chapped on my window and I looked out and it was my neighbour. And I was like, oh, I don't know what she wants, so I'll go out and see what. So I went outside and she was there in like the front bit of our building just with like a baby seagull wrapped in a towel. And I was like, oh, and she was like, this seagull has just been hit by a car and I don't know what to do and I'm panicking. And we were like, shit. And we were in the middle of like trying to figure out what to do because it was still alive. It was like looking around itself, but it was injured. So I was like Googling who to phone. Like, do we phone a vet? Do we phone SSPCA? Like, what do we do? And in the middle of us Googling that, it died in her arms. Yeah. Very, very sad. You don't like to see things die right in front of you. It was like, I know you don't like seagulls, but it was just a baby. It was just a baby. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen baby pigeons just recently just like crossing the road as if they're humans, and I'm like, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, rather than flying across the road, they're just crossing. Oh, is it the same bit?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's this seagull doing?
I never understand why they don't just fly. Like, you know, when you get really close to them in your car and you're having to brake and you're like, please, and they just walk across. But anyway, so
I'm surprised there wasn't other seagulls like coming to attack you because you were trying to save the baby.
No, it was by itself.
Listen, circle of life, that was going to happen anyway.
Oh, absolutely. However, then we were like, okay, now we've got a dead seagull. What do we do with this?
Put it in a bin.
Yeah. So it said double bin bag it and put it in the bin.
That bin's seen 2 dead buds
in the space of a week, basically. And then I went in, got bin bags, bagged the seagull, put it in the bin.
Bagged the seagull.
And then discovered, oh, that was the last of my bin bags. And I didn't have a bin bag. So I needed to change the bin bag and I didn't have one. So then every time I went to the shop, I forgot bin bags. So I've just had trash that I've had to put in random like carrier bags, trying to, and it's just been like stuff for the bin everywhere because every single time I went to the shop
do you know
for days.
This isn't relevant, but I went to go take out the bin the other day and just got in my car with it. And then went, hold on, that's wrong. And I had to then go to, thankfully there was a bin just at my car, but I was like, wait, hold on a minute, what's this? Why am I taking a bin bag in my car? That's not
and were you even supposed to be going anyway?
Yeah, I was going to work.
Oh, right, okay.
I was like, because it was morning, so I just was like, oh, put it in with everything else. And then I went, incorrect.
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
Yeah. But so then in the function of there's not been a proper bin, everything's been a mess, and when I have a mess, I have a messy brain. So then I was away in Edinburgh for a couple of days.
How was that?
It was lovely. I very much enjoyed it.
Nice.
But then I've came back, and I'm blaming this on the bin. It's an entirely different issue, but the bin has caused some dysfunction. I haven't been able to unpack my suitcase. I can't do it. I just keep moving it around. I keep having to open it to get stuff that I need from it out, and then I close it, and then I realise I need something else. So there's just bits of it everywhere, and then that combined with the bin. I have since bought bin bags, so I have a bin now, but like the whole flat just seems like a bin, and I can't
because a
do
baby
it.
seagull died outside your
Yeah.
building.
Like, how inconsiderate.
The birds are not on your side.
No, they're not. Like, why? There's so many birds that die, and me and my neighbour...
Maybe the government's onto you about something that I don't know about.
Maybe
you're the secret night crime watcher.
Maybe.
Something like.
Maybe. Well, I'm starting to think, are birds like dead birds like a bad omen?
Probably.
But like me and my neighbour were joking because it's always seemed like she has rescued multiple like birds out here, and we're like, is it you? Like, are you the reason?
I've also rescued birds and they've died.
Yeah, but just like all because I needed an extra bin bag.
Well, that's
a
lot.
And normal people would have just remembered to buy a bin bag immediately, put all the stuff they needed in a bin, and then came home and unpacked their suitcase, and life would be fine.
Normal people.
No. But how do you become one?
We're
That's my question.
We're people who sit in front of a camera and talk about dead pigeons and dead seagulls.
Yeah.
It's not normal people behaviour.
No. So that's my life.
Well,
there you go.
That's life.
That's
just
the way
what
it is.
people say. Oh
well.
What song was I singing?
That's like no.
That's what people say to me.
What song are you singing?
That's the song, whatever song that is. What song are you singing? That's life. That's what people say. Rain down on me.
I don't know. I don't know anymore. Have you got a brain to unpick?
Let's move on. I do have a brain to unpick. Right, so I've been thinking about wedding traditions.
Okay.
I've been thinking about weddings a lot recently because I was at 2 weddings last year, but one of my friends is getting married next month. And I'm editing their hen video just now, and then I'm going to be...
It was so cool, by the way.
I'm going to be doing their wedding video as well, so I've been thinking about the things that I need to be prepping for it and the things that I need to be doing and da 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 da. I'm also trying to find an outfit, can't find an outfit, so that's another thing. Like,
goddamn.
So my brain is very focused on this wedding, and I've been thinking about like wedding traditions and stuff. And do you know what I don't understand about weddings? Why is it that you invite a small amount of people to the ceremony, and then everyone and their granny to the party? Because that makes no sense to me. I would want everyone and their granny to see me get married, and then hardly anyone be at the party.
Oh, so you're good enough to be at the ceremony, get out of the party.
Because I feel like the party should be exclusive.
But can you imagine...
Everyone goes to the award shows, not everyone goes to the afters, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's my kind of mentality.
But can you imagine being invited to if that was how it worked, being invited to the ceremony and then being like, I don't actually want to party with you?
But I'm like, yeah, you should. But I don't understand. Like, see, when you're a night guest, you haven't even seen them get married. Why are you there? Is that not the whole point of the day? Is seeing them get married? So what do you mean? I'm just invited to the evening. I'm just invited to the part where you've already got married and you've been with everyone all day, and now I'm just turning up to get drunk and dance. So
I mean, that sounds like a great thing. I
just don't vibe with it, because I'm like, no, I want everyone to see me get married, and then I want only my favourite people to party with. I don't want to have to invite people at work to the party. I want people from work to just go to the wedding and then not come to the party. I don't care who sees me at the ceremony. You could ask your granny's pet uncle's rock to come to the ceremony.
I think I'd be too awkward to profess my undying love to someone in front of everyone I work with.
Well, I just don't care enough, because I don't care about that part of the wedding. I think that's the least entertaining part. And I'm like, but I don't know why I would want people that I don't like at the party.
But why are you inviting people that you don't like at all, in general?
I probably wouldn't, right? But it's just the concept of you end up inviting more people in the evening than you do to the actual ceremony. And I just don't understand why, like, if they're not good enough to make the cut to the ceremony, why are they good enough to make the cut to the evening? I think the evening's more special than the wedding.
I just don't think I would do it either way. I would probably have limited people at both. I wouldn't
Fair.
invite more people.
Do you know what I want to do? I want to get married at a venue. Anyone and their granny can come. Don't really care. And then I want to rent an Airbnb and have like an Airbnb sleepover. And it would only be the elite that are invited to that. So it'd be like barbecue would be the dinner because we'd all have a barbecue in the garden. There'd be a bouncy castle, Twister, like that kind of vibe. It'd be like garden party, big Airbnb. People can stay. There'd be like loads of things on. Like we'll get a cocktail barman in. That would be my vibe, but that would be elite invitation only.
Yeah, it does sound good. I just can imagine like the awkwardness of being like, right, well, we're all bye.
But you don't see
your
them.
turn to go.
Like when I went to my friend's wedding, she wouldn't have even known I was in the crowd or not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I mean, it's a weird tradition to me that you have a really like I just don't get why you just end up inviting more people at the evening. What does that? Well, I just don't get it. It's a weird tradition. Can someone explain it to me? What does it mean? What's it for? Why do we have tiny?
I don't know. Maybe just the more people to get drunk with, the funner they think it'll be.
I'm like, I just want to get drunk with the people that I know and love dearly. I don't want everyone else to be there.
That's fair enough. But then, how do you decide? Like, do both of you get the same amount of people?
I don't know.
Or do you just want your friends?
Just my friends. I'd need to get a boyfriend first to have a husband. So
I mean, but you've got to think about these things just in case.
I'm just thinking. I'm just joking. That I see Ashbury, she has taken over my brain. Have you seen? Oh. No, you've got to have seen Ashbury, the girl that dresses up as Lorax.
I see lots of people that dress
Right, no,
up
so
as
she had dressed up as Hamilton, went really, really viral, and then is doing lives all the time as different characters. So she's done the Lorax, Lord Farquaad, Megamind, and who's the other one that she done? It was someone else, and it is phenomenal. And I watch her all the time, and the edits of her are so funny. I can't believe you've not seen her.
I don't know if I've seen specifically.
I'm telling
her.
everyone, and there's the one when she's standing on a box and there's two trees and she dresses as Rolex and she goes, "I did not have sexual relations with this tree, but I had it with that one."
I've seen other people using that one.
Right? Yeah. No, I'm obsessed with her. She's so funny. I'm like, and she goes, "I'm just joking." And all week I've just been going in my head every time anyone spoke to me. Just like Anyway, that's got nothing to do with weddings.
There are some weird wedding traditions.
There's probably weirder ones than that, but I like the bigger picture of who you invite on the day. Like, see when people are like, "Oh, well, I need to invite this person because my mum said so." I'm like,
yeah, no, that's not happening.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it just seems like too much stress.
Yeah.
My friend sent me a screenshot of her diary of all the people she's got to phone and just to make sure things are in order. And I'm like, that seems like too much work.
No.
It just seems like too much work.
Maybe they had it right when they did Don't Tell the Bride.
Genuinely.
Can you imagine?
I don't think I'd like to organise my own wedding.
No.
I don't think
I'd need to be rich and have someone else do it.
But even at that, I don't think I'd like them to organise. I just don't think I'd like one.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I do want all the parts of the wedding. Like, I do want, like, speeches and, like... It just all happen at a big Airbnb.
That's fair. That sounds nice.
Yeah. Better work on getting the invite. Cause
yeah, I know. I'm
numbers might be tight.
Now. Like, I've only had the invite to the day. Guess I'm leaving after.
Zoe has flipped the script, and you're only. But the thing is, my thing is, you would only come to the ceremony. You wouldn't come to the dinners and your invite would be, say, ceremony only, or it would be like all day.
All day, or like. You wouldn't even get to hang about for, like, you know how they have like drinks while they're getting photos. No, nothing.
No,
like, I don't want you documented as being here at all.
I just want you at the ceremony and then leave. I just want you to see me get married because that's the lovely bit, and then I don't want to see you. I don't care who sees me get married. I just care who's at the party.
Why not just have all the same people the whole day then?
Well, I just think that a lot of people. I mean, I probably would, but there's just a debate of the fact that a lot of people invite more people to the evening. Like, more people start to appear in.
Yeah.
Or like, and I just think that's a weird tradition that people are then invited later in the evening, but they weren't good enough to come to the ceremony. That just doesn't make any sense to me because I think the party's more important than the ceremony. Is it not? That I just not understand weddings?
I don't really know. I don't rightly know.
Well, this hasn't unpicked my brain.
I'm sorry. I can imagine it would be. I think there would be more people that I would rather get drunk with, then I would rather them see me have to be tell the truth about things.
See, I don't know if it's just because I feel like the ceremony feels like the very formal part of the day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't care who attends the formal part because it feels very fake.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited for who turns up to the party because that seems like my favourite bit. What do you mean I just get drunk with all my friends? I only want elite employees.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense because the amount of, like, you know, when they have to go around everyone and, like, thank them all for being there.
Do they?
Yeah, you're supposed to. Well...
Okay.
Well, most people do.
Right.
I don't know if you're supposed to, but, like, most people, like, they make
Also,
an effort to go
I
and...
hate people that don't have Kayleys at their wedding.
Yeah.
Put
People
on the
who don't play Loch Lomond, get out.
What do you mean you've not got a Kaylee? And I have
Yeah.
friends who have not had a Kaylee, so they'll be like, fuck off. Have the Kaylee.
It's the best. It's the most fun part, right?
What do you mean I don't get to throw someone about the gay gardens?
Yeah.
Night ruined.
The best part is watching someone go skiting across the floor after they've stood on their dress or like... Yeah. Do you know what's a really weird tradition? I suppose people don't really do it anymore. But like scrambles, where the dad just chucks loads of
pennies
yeah.
and the kids pick up. Yeah, I was never young enough to attend a wedding that done scrambles.
You will also probably not... This is a very Teuchter thing.
Right.
Where I come from, they do a thing called a blackening, and it's a very like farmerish kind of thing. Like, if anyone ever does this to me, they will be dead to me. But they like catch the bride and groom, and then they chuck loads of shit on them. Like, they'll fill like buckets of like treacle and like rotten egg or like whatever, and then they just like, and then it ends up a full like fight, and everyone ends up covered. And then they put you in the back of a tractor trailer, and they just drive you around the town. Covered in shit.
Wow.
And that's supposed to be good luck, apparently.
Not into that.
No, me neither.
No. I do like the cigar tradition at a wedding. Like, someone always brings cigars and passes out to all the men, and they're out the side with cigars.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, really? I've always seen the guys
I've not
just
been
with
to many
cigars
weddings,
and stuff.
to be fair.
Just out having a big cigar smoke.
That sounds not like my cup
I think
of tea.
I think it's quite cute.
No, it's cute for them, but yeah.
Look at you guys with your wee cigars. How cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I've been thinking about.
Well, I will
Cool.
I will patiently await to see what I will be attending your wedding if I'm even attending.
Who knows?
Might not even.
Who knows who's going to make the cut at this point?
Imagine because that's even
so
now. I'm like,
today.
I know that you don't, and I quote, don't care who comes to the ceremony. Imagine not even getting invited to the ceremony.
You'd be like, right.
I'm like, oh, okay.
I think I'll just have an open ceremony, invite like you had to do at funerals.
Well, that's a weird thing, and there's some venues that have like places where just random folk can come off the street.
If you get married in the church, anyone can just turn up.
That's wild to me.
I don't care. I don't care who comes to the ceremony.
Yeah, but what if some
I'm not seeing
randomer
you.
starts like heckling?
That's funny. That's funny. Go on. Comedy show now. Let's go. What you guys? You come up. You come get married. Come on. When does you go? I'll step out. Have a good time, babe. Go. What you guys say?
Fair enough.
Sit. You go sit with chest. One up. That's what I'll do.
Well, there you go.
What's your brain needing unpicked? Because mine was
I
still
wrote something down and I can't
rummaging
remember
all
what
of
it
the
is.
thoughts of weddings. There's just, I think you just get to your mid-20s or your 20s in general, and everyone and their granny's just getting married, and that's just dominates a lot of your brain.
See, I don't know a lot. I know a lot of people that are getting married or have gotten married, but none of my like close friends have gotten married yet.
By the end of this year, by the end of next year, 4 out of 7 of my friends will have been married from our main group.
That is wild.
I know.
The thing I've been thinking about is master keys. What the fuck is that about? How does that work?
What do you mean?
So, like, like in schools, how each room has a different key. Mm-hmm. But, like, the Johnny might have a master key that opens all the doors.
Yeah.
How?
No idea, by the way.
How? Like, that it should be physically impossible.
I once unlocked a door with a Kirby grip. So I think
You're definitely a crime. Even if you're not a crime fighter, you're out committing crimes or something.
I just think that, like, if it's an old school, like, just back in the day and stuff, 'cause
Yeah.
most things don't really, it's like fobs
Yeah.
and stuff now. I think back in the day, doors just weren't built very well.
Yeah.
So you could just get a different key that's got, like, a different, like, the key must just have all of the grooves that it would need to unlock something.
But it's like, in my mind, I cannot comprehend if it has all the grooves. How can it fit specifically into...
Maybe the grooves move. I don't know. Emperor's New Groove. I love Emperor's New Groove.
I know, it's so good.
Oh my god.
I love Kronk.
Put all
I'd
the
give my
love
life for
Kronk. Wrong lava.
Cusco's poison.
The poison for Cusco. The Cusco's poison.
Oh, I love him. Yeah, I
might
just...
watch Yeah,
boggles the brain.
Don't know, but I do think nothing. That's all that is. My brain's actually really just...
Could someone... I
got clapping monkey up there. There's not a lot going on. So it's just like...
Fair enough. But, like, maybe I'll go to Timpson's one day and ask about it.
Yeah,
because,
ask Mr. Timpson. I'm sure he'll know.
Like, what do you mean?
I don't get it.
And
Kirby Grip story. So that's where I was going with this. So yeah, I got locked out of my house once, and me and my friend were just sat in the back garden, and we just managed to get the back door open with a Kirby Grip. So I don't know if, like, old doors are just not that reliable.
Maybe.
But then the door got changed. Like, I think it, like, see, like, holes that... There's different types of locks.
Yeah.
I don't think that you get master keys for, like, Yale locks.
No, probably not.
So it must be something to do with, like, old school locks, that
Yeah.
the grooves can be multiple grooves on the one key or something.
Maybe. Just...
Tell us about the keys.
Yeah.
Who's a locksmith?
Other than Mr. Timpson. Anyone work for Timpson's that can tell us?
As if Timpson's the only locksmith.
Yeah.
Key cutting
It's
specialist.
the main one.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know because I think about it.
I've never thought about that.
I have.
That's really interesting.
Multiple times.
I know, I'm really invested. I might think about it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to think
And
about
I
it.
wonder, like, and how do you know that you've got the master key? Unless somebody hands it to you and says, this is the master key. What if I've got a key in this building that opens multiple other doors to other buildings and I don't know?
It's like how you can get, like, you can buy a specific key for the disabled toilets, and that just works on all disabled toilets.
Yeah. So what if you have your own disabled toilet key and you're in the somebody else is in the disabled toilet and you're just letting yourself in and they're...
That's asking questions that I don't know. Because surely it would have an additional lock that prevents someone opening it whilst you're on the bog.
You would think, but, like, what's...
Well, I think...
So that's a master key. That's a master key for
I
specifically disabled
I
toilet.
think we might just have to leave both of our thoughts in the air.
I think we might.
I think we might have to just...
Yeah.
Put them aside.
I think we might have to, but one day.
One day.
Someone answer us. Okay.
Just everyone tell us the answers to our questions, please.
Please.
Aside that, we need to start getting professionals on here and asking them specific questions.
Yeah, that have specific thoughts.
Just being
that
like,
need
Mr. Locksmith, we've got questions.
Yeah. Any professionals that would like to come on, please get in touch.
Please let us know.
Okay, it's time for a little book of something.
It's the
Little
book
of something.
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 Something. Something.
Little book
Of
something.
something.
Guys, someone either record an official jingle for this or just let us do our thing. Okay, this is the little book of something, and I'm going to talk about Skadi, who was a Norse... Ska. Yeah. Unfortunately, she wasn't the goddess of ska, but
What was her name again?
that was us.
I just heard ska and then I zoned out.
Her name's Skadi.
Skadi.
So,
okay.
In the last little book of something that I did, I spoke a bit about Balder, and
Yes.
I mentioned that Balder the Beautiful. However, he didn't have that very nice feet. So I said that was a story for another day. Well, today's the day.
Oh my god. We're going to find out about his manky feet.
Yes, absolutely. So, Skadi was a giantess, like a Jotun giantess, and she lived in the highest mountains where the snow never melts. She was very much a winter queen.
Love
She always
that.
had snow boots on. She was always depicted with skis and a bow and arrow. She was like a huntress.
Skis and a bow and arrow?
Yeah. Oh yeah. She
How'd
was
she carry all that?
no, she was on the skis, skiing the slopes, shooting shit as she moved.
Why didn't she go for a snowboard?
Probably wasn't existing in
Okay. Moving on
Norse
then.
times. So she was the daughter of the giant, I think this is how you pronounce it, Thiazi, who was killed by like the Asgardian gods after an incident. So they were on his land, and they killed his oxen to eat. And it wasn't cooking when they were trying to cook it. And it turned out that it was Thiazi's magic that was stopping it from cooking because he didn't want them to eat it. And he appeared to them as a massive eagle. And they were like, how can we appease you? And he agreed to share the meat with them, and he would let
And
it
what
cook.
kind of meat was it?
Oxen. Yeah.
Oxen. Okay.
Oxen. Is oxen the plural of ox? Probably. I
don't know.
I think. I'm not sure. So he offered to split it with them, and then they had a disagreement about who got what of the meat, and they all kind of kicked off at him. So he basically grabbed Loki and flew away with him.
Oh my god, Loki's there?
Loki's always there.
I love Loki.
And Loki was terrified, flying through the air in the clutches of a massive eagle. So he was like screaming and asking for him like to be put down and like, try to bargain with him to be let go. So Thiazi asked for Loki to bring the goddess Idun to him.
Okay.
So Idun is the goddess of immortality. So when Loki kidnapped her and took her to Thiazi, and all the gods were living on Asgard without her, they were all like aging and getting weaker and stuff because their immortality was gone. So eventually they decided that they needed to get her back, and they went and kidnapped her back, and it resulted in like there was a battle, and Thiazi was killed.
Rip.
R.I.P.
And Thiazi is Skadi's dad.
Skadi's dad, yeah.
Skadi's dad does not
Skadi's dad
does not sound good in that accent.
Yeah, so when she heard of her dad's death, she like armed herself for war and trekked to Asgard to go and avenge him.
But her dad was an eagle.
Well, he was a giant, but he could change forms.
Right.
And had turned into an eagle, but he was a
Right.
giant like her. So Heimdall sees her coming because he sees all, and warns the gods of the giantess like approaching. So they meet her out on like their battlements ready for their attack. But this is a major slay. When they saw her, even though they're a bunch of gods and she's one giant, they were scared of her, and they were like, oh yeah, we can't let her attack. We'll try and bargain with her. So she asks for a husband, and
You've killed my dad, I'ma fight you, but in the bargaining deal I've decided no, I'm not going to kill you, I want a husband.
yeah,
That's poor play. That's poor.
yeah.
I'm disappointed. I thought she was going to be cool.
Well, but they basically say you can choose your husband, but you only get to choose them based on their feet and legs alone. So basically, like
Naked attraction.
yeah, the first round of naked attraction.
Wow.
Yeah. And she agrees to that, but she also demands that the gods make her laugh because she's been so depressed since her dad died that she can't find anything funny anymore. So she demands that they make her laugh
Right.
so that she can feel joy again. So they all agreed with this, and they agreed that Loki should be the one that makes her laugh.
Right.
So-
So he's hosting naked attraction and being the host and giggling and laughing.
Yeah, kind of. I
Kind
mean,
of.
except he's also in the lineup, I suppose.
So he's also in the lineup.
So they
Right.
set up this like curtain thing that covers them all to their legs, and they all stand behind this curtain, and she gets to take her pick of
Round up, and on today's episode of Gods and Feet.
not of mice and men, of gods and feet. And like Naked Attraction, they slowly bring the thing up. Whatever her name is, it's not Sue Perkins. What's the woman? Claudia Winkleman version number 3 or something. Yeah. Is there.
She's in her son.
Yeah.
She's good, huh?
I like her, yeah, she's funny. She's there and she's like hosting this. And anyway, so Skadi's looking at all the feet lined up. And in her head, she's like, I really fancy Baldur the Beautiful. He's the most beautiful god. They've killed my dad. I think I should get the pick of the most beautiful man on the earth, or in all the 9 worlds. He's the most beautiful. I want him. So she starts looking out for the most beautiful feet in the lineup, assuming that the most beautiful feet are going to belong to him. And there's lots of different types of feet. Some of them that she wouldn't want. Some of them that are nicer than others, but maybe not
sounds
great.
like it's actually a kink show that exists.
Maybe. And then she sees the most beautiful, cleanest pair of feet, specifically the word clean, out of all of them. And she's like, those must be Baldur's feet. And she chooses them, and it turns out it's not Baldur, it's Njord, who is the sea god. And yeah, he's got, I suppose, clean feet because he's always in the sea.
Do we know Njord? Do we like Njord?
I don't think we dislike Njord. I don't know many stories of Njord other than this one, but he's also the dad of Freya and Frey, who are 2 other gods. So this is quite a shame for Skadi. She really loved the cold. Obviously, lived in the mountains and stuff. But Njord,
sea's cold.
Well, but the sun shines on the sea, so he's used to being like where the sun is. So yeah, he loved the sun and warmth. So their marriage was going to be quite difficult.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have demanded marriage as a way of not killing the gods.
Maybe.
Sounds like a you problem.
It does. But so Skadi was a bit disappointed, so she demanded the next of her terms, and it was that she demanded that they make her laugh. So Loki comes up and he's like, I'm going to tell you a story now. So he tells her a story, and this is real things. These are real myths that people believed. Like, I don't know what any of them were on. But Loki told her a story about how he had tried to sell his goat at the market.
Of course.
And you do love goats. And he took one of the goats that leads one of the gods' chariots, and he was using it to tell the story. So he'd failed to sell his goat at the market, but he himself had been around loads of the market stalls and had bought loads of stuff. So then he was like, I don't know how I'm going to get this goat home. All my arms are full of all the stuff that I bought. I have to carry that home. So he comes up with a bright idea to get the goat home, and that he takes the rope that the goat is tied to, that he was leading the goat with, and he ties it round his testicles, ties it to his balls, and he's like, this is how I'm going to get this goat home. And as soon as he does that, obviously the goat takes off and drags him all the way around the hall.
Do you know what? Okay, that would give me a laugh.
Yeah, drags him all the way around the hall. He's screaming and in agony, and it eventually drags him over to Skadi, who's killing herself laughing. And there she goes. She's got both of her terms, and as part of a wedding present, Odin took Thiazi's eyes and threw them up into the sky to make them stars, so that they would always be watching over her.
That is awful.
Yeah. So my question to you, Zoe, is what would your demands be to avenge your father?
Well, it would not be to get married.
No.
Let's make that clear. Oh, well, my dad's in the bad books right now, so I don't even care about avenging him.
Also, Also, can we talk about how the fact that she was like, I want to choose any, like they've killed her dad. She's like, I want to choose any husband. And they're like, yeah, okay, but only from the feet.
And she's like, okay, fine.
Yeah, like, no, you killed my
like,
dad.
You're getting to make demands.
Yeah. Why are we agreeing to that?
What kind of demands would I make? I would ensure that I get a lifetime supply of Pepsi Max. That would be number one on the list.
Yeah.
I think that might be the only thing on the list.
You're gosh, you can make this happen.
Can you just give me a lifetime supply of Pepsi Max, please? That is always, every time I take it, every time, no matter when, it's always cold. Like
Every time shoulders are handed.
Like every time I just
instead of Mjolnir, it's just
cold Pepsi Max appears. That'd be about me. What other things would I demand? I don't think I would demand anything like. I wouldn't demand like a home or land or anything like that. I'm avenging my father, so I would like a hut full of tools. My dad would have wanted that. I would like
what you would have wanted.
To avenge my father. I would like all of the tools in the land and my beautiful hut and beautiful colours. And all of the tools and all of the crafts. I think that's what he would have wanted in his death, and a lifetime supply of cold Pepsi Max, please. I don't think that they're too much of a demand.
No, surely not. Surely not. That's funny. I like that. I think I would demand a duel.
Right, fair.
Not
Makes
because
sense.
I think I would win, just I think it would be fun.
Just to be like, I've got a
Just
duel.
but I'd be like, I want to pick who I'm going to fight, and I would pick.
Fighting duel.
Yeah.
DUAL. I think duel as in like fancy, like an actual duel, like.
Oh, a duel!
Like,
when
like
you
diamond.
said and then I thought you meant that I thought I'd asked for a vape.
Vape?
A duel.
What?
Is there not a vape called like a duel? A duel.
I don't know.
I'm sure there is. Anyway.
Either way, confusion. I thought you meant jewel as in like
Like
diamond.
like
massive diamond.
No.
You meant a jewel.
Yeah.
As in stabby stab.
Yeah.
Right.
And then whoever I fight, if I win, I want their kingdom or their realm or whatever.
That is very smart. That is good.
I mean,
demands.
I'd probably lose. But
good demands.
yeah.
I'd maybe like throw in the jokey. Loki has to be like my communal jester just for
That's
funsies.
cool. Yeah.
He's got to just come and tell me stories when I'm sad.
He would definitely find a way to like trick his way out of it though.
Yeah, but that's fine because I'd be like, that's on brand.
Yeah.
But I would just like to know that I'm part of Loki's lore. I'd be like, can I just make sure that I'm part of Loki's lore, please? So I just want to be like in
That's
amongst
fair
it
enough,
a little bit.
Skadi actually goes on to be part of his lore more because in the Ragnarok when I was talking about he got punished and he got held in a cave and there was a snake dripping poison on him. She was the one that went and got the snake and hung it above him. So she was like, he made me laugh, but I hate him.
As you should.
Yeah. So that's what our demands would be. What would your demands be, guys?
What are the demands to avenge your father? Fair enough.
Yeah. That was a little bit of something.
I love that. Thank you for allowing me to learn more about the gods.
You're very welcome.
Well, guys, that brings us to an end of Brains Unpicked episode 25. Thank you very much for listening or watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, engage, all of those lovely, lovely, lovely little things. We do have some more things coming up at some point. We just need to pull our finger out and actually do them. But there will be exciting things happening. Guys. We've just been busy.
Yeah.
It's been a busy time.
Can you not tell by our breakdowns at the start?
But we are eventually going to have some cool things happening. So yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. And we'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye.